Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate, and if it does not, leave what does not resonate, as that may be for someone else. All right, we're going to look at past, current, and future energies. We're going to get some clarifiers and close out with an oracle. All right, so what's going on for Capricorn and who needs to hear a message? I feel like those two don't want to go back. All right, we have 10 of Cups, 3 of Wands, Knight of Cups, Ace of Swords for current energies, Strength card, 2 of Cups, the Hierophant, 5 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Fool, new starts, new beginnings, taking that leap of faith, having fun, being silly, taking chances. All right. So for past energies, we have the 10 of Cups, the 3 of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. I kind of feel like you were kind of thinking about things, thinking about what you wanted to do in the future. You were working together with someone, communicating well. I feel like things were going good in the past. I feel like things were happening, things were falling in place. You were thinking about what it is you wanted to do towards the future, like you were able to think about those things. I feel like you reached out to someone. We have this Knight of Cups, which is offering your cup up to somebody. I feel like it could be a Leo, because we have this, the Strength card and the Leo card there. So I feel like you may have met somebody new here in this past energy. Now this can represent yesterday, last week, last month, last year, 10 years ago, whatever that represents for you. But I feel like you were communicating with someone, you were spending time with someone, and I feel like this is kind of, the relationship is evolving to something more, because we have the 2 of Cups and we have the Ace of Swords and the Strength card, and I feel like it could be that you're feeling more confident in this relationship. You're feeling like you can connect with that person. You're feeling like you see eye to eye. You're feeling like you're communicating well. I feel like it's helping you to get past some things that were going on in the past. This could be a friendship. It could also be work. It could be a new job that you started, because when you go to a new job and you meet new people and you meet new friends and that kind of thing. So I feel like it's kind of like this new friendship or a new partnership or some kind of relationship is evolving, and you're feeling more confident within that relationship, especially with the Fool as an overall energy. I feel like it's something new that you started that's really going well, or that's really falling into place for you, or really happening for you. It could also be the relationship that you have with yourself, that you're feeling more confident, you're feeling like you can handle things, you can feel like you can accomplish things. Future energies, we have the Hierophant, the 5 of Cups, and the 8 of Pentacles. The Hierophant is Taurus. And again, like I was saying, that I felt that it might be a job, because 8 of Pentacles is a new money-making venture, like a new way to make money, a new way to look at things. It's a new way to approach things, a new way to see things. I feel like you're letting go of things, that you're not focusing on these 3 of Cups, that you're focusing on the positive, that you're having a deeper faith, you're having a deeper belief that you can handle things, that you can change things. This could be just an idea that you've been developing, and you're slowly building up your confidence and your strength. And I feel like this future energy is like, I'm going for it. I'm taking the chance, right? I'm taking the leap of faith. I'm going for it, and I'm going to make it happen. And I feel like this energy here, future energy, is like, yeah, like I'm going for it. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to make things happen. And I feel like it's, like I've said before, I feel like it's a lot about perception and how you see things. And I feel like that's kind of evolving with you too, is that you're feeling more confident, your perception and that those thoughts, which I've said before, just because I know that it's helped me so much. And I'm not a therapist and I'm not, a doctor of any kind. I'm just saying for what helped me, because I've struggled so much in the past, and the tape that was playing in my head was always negative, because that's what I was always told, right? I was always told negative things. And so it was that tape that kept playing in my head, and that's what I had to realize is, what are my thoughts? I had to look at my thoughts, and I had to change those and catch myself, right? Every time I'm like going to the negative, it's like, nope, stop. And I would see a stop sign, or I would see the word stop with the word right through it, and I'd be like, stop thinking negatively about yourself. And I feel like that's you here, right? It's you changing that perception, right? You stop playing that negative tape in your head. Because sometimes we don't even realize that we're doing that. It's like our subconscious is doing that. And it's like being more aware of your own thoughts and what are you thinking. And I've said in my readings for years is the stop thinking that I can't and start focusing on the I can. And I know that that's hard to do. I know that it's not the easiest thing to do. And I know that sometimes that sounds crazy and you're like, Joe, what on earth are you talking about? But for me, that's something that has really helped me. And I'm telling you, it's changed my life. And I was reading some comments yesterday. I don't know if it was on my page or somebody else's page. And they were saying that just how they felt so stuck, and you feel like you're struggling, and it's like, is this ever going to change? And I feel like it's looking at those thoughts and those, what is that tape that you're playing in your head? What is it that you're saying to yourself, right? And what is that energy that you're in? I just feel like if we're more aware of that can really turn things around. And I'll tell you what really made me think about that. I was looking at motivational, motivational things. So I was sort of in that energy. And then my sister came and she visited me. And my sister's a very happy person. She's always happy. She's silly. She's funny. And she's always looks on the brighter side. And she stayed with me for a week. And it was like her energy was infectious, right? And it really helped me to look at what my outlook was and what my feelings were. And I'm like, you know what? Along with all the other videos and kind of research I was doing, it just clicked in my head. And I'm like, you know what? I can turn this around. Like, I need to make more of an effort to change how I'm thinking and what I'm doing, and to stop looking at the glass half empty and start looking at the glass half full and be more lighthearted and fun like my sister. And that helped me too. I just feel like sometimes there are things that are brought into your life to show you, hey, be aware of this, right? Like maybe this is something to think about and to turn that light bulb on. And that's why I have my readings, is like, I'm like, maybe one of these readings or something that I say helps you to turn that light bulb on, to look at things from a different perspective, or try new things, or do new things, or see things from a different way, or it's something that kind of turns that light bulb on, that starts the process of you changing your way of thinking if you're struggling, right? Because like I've said before in my readings, is that tarot was a form of therapy for me that really helped me to turn my thinking around, that really helped me to see things differently. It was also my motivation, because I was listening to these positive readings, and it helped me to push forward and pull myself up off the couch and to get myself moving and going. And that's why I wanted to get into it, because I want to help other people. And if it's something that I say or do that helps one person, then I'm so excited. And definitely by your comments, I've helped other people. I've actually, there's some of you, like your comments, there was one person that said, your readings help me focus on goodness, love, and hope. So like I actually, I print out your comments and I put them on my wall in front of my computer and I look at those. And that your comments and your positive words helps to inspire me to keep me pushing and to keep me going when I have my doubts, right? And I question myself. So I just feel like it's that teamwork, right? To help each other. All right, so we have 8 of Wands. And then we have 4 of Pentacles. So 8 of Wands can be that forward movement, quick moving energy. 4 of Pentacles is kind of shutting down, closing down. But I also feel like 4 of Pentacles is working on yourself, like focusing on you, taking that time to yourself. To, again, like I was saying, is looking at how are you, what are those things that you're saying within your mind and within yourself, and kind of taking a look at those. We have the 3 of Cups with celebration and happiness, right? What makes you happy? What makes you feel good? What makes you want to celebrate? What makes you excited? Surrounding yourself by good friends that can lift you up, right? That can motivate you to keep moving forward. Like the staircase here is standing out for me, and I feel like it's, you know, moving forward and celebrating and having those friends that lift you up and make you feel good. I also, like I said, I felt like you're coming into your own energy and you're looking at things different and you're ready to face things, right? And you're not letting what other people have to say affect you or bother you. You're rising above the situation. 6 of Wands is success and victory, and you're looking at things differently. And that little spark, when you start to, that light bulb goes off and you start to think differently, that, hold on to that feeling, right? Hold on to that and use that as an energy to push you forward, right? To keep you going in that direction. And sometimes you may feel that you're falling back, but it's like, nope. I remember that feeling, because that's what I do too, is that on those days that I'm struggling and I'm like, oh my gosh, like what am I doing? What am I thinking? Or I'm, you know, kind of being in that negative mode. I'm like, no, I remember what it felt like on that day when I was so happy and I was just smiling the whole day and I was feeling so good and I feel like I was motivated. Like that's where I want to get myself back to. And remembering those feelings and getting yourself back to that. And also, again, surrounding yourself by those people that help lift you up and support you and see your progress. And, you know, my sister has definitely helped me so many times over the years, you know, just really throughout my life, is to lift me up when I feel like I'm struggling, right? And she's just like, you can do it. I believe in you, you know, having that motivational person behind you that says, just keep going, right? Sometimes she gives me tough love, but I know it's only because she cares about me. Ace of Cups, new relationships, new feelings. Your cup is overflowing with happiness, and I feel like this is about you, like you focusing on you and you filling up your cup and you making yourself happy. You looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, what can I do today to make you smile, to make you happy, right? Let's focus on positive thoughts today, right? Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. New beginnings, 2 Ace of Swords, right? And Swords is thinking. So I feel like this is a message for what is it that you're thinking, and positive thinking, and believing in yourself, letting go of those 3 spilt cups there, focusing on the 2 of Cups. Those days will happen, but I feel like this is a whole new thing for you. And we have the Fool. Remember, that overall energy is being silly and having fun. 2 of Swords, the decision is yours. Right? It's your decision. It's your choice. You are in control of your life. And you have all the power. So what is it that you want to do? Do you want to take that step and make that effort to change that? Right? So here we are. We have, I knew something was going to come out with this 2 of Swords here. We have the Ace of Swords, which is new beginnings, new starts, overcoming difficult situations. Or we have the 9 of Swords here, where there's stress and there's anxiety and there's, you know, there's that doubt and there's that overthinking, and it's about worrying about things that you can't control. I feel like this is you right here. It's like, what do I want to do? Which direction do I want to go in? Do I want to go in negative or do I want to go in positive? Do I want to be more aware of the thoughts that I'm saying? Is it, I'm, going to change it from thinking of the negative to thinking of the positive? We have this, look at this beautiful energy right here, right? All of this. Six of Wands, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. How are you looking at it? What is your choice? Where do you go from here? And look at this side. We have the Nine of Swords and we have the Eight of Swords, holding yourself back. Are you ready? Are you not ready? Maybe right now you're not ready, right? Now, maybe you're not ready to fully hear the message, right? Maybe you're not ready for that. Maybe you are ready, because Eight of Swords can be that you're holding yourself back, but Eight of Swords can also be like, okay, I'm ready to face it, right? I'm ready to be strong. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to make some changes. So Eight of Swords can go either way. But we have this Two of Swords is making those decisions and those choices, and you're trying to figure out which way do I go. And that's something, I just feel like if we're more aware of what it is that we're thinking, I feel like we can catch ourselves when we start to go to the negative, and we can start to turn that around. All right, bottom of the deck, Eight of Pentacles. I love it. It's a new way of doing things. It's a new way of seeing things. It's a new outlook. Because if you're saying that I'm just going to stay in this negative energy forever, like this is where it's going to be, well, guess what's going to happen? But if you say, okay, I need to figure out, how do I change this? How do I turn this around? But it's up to you. You have the power to decide which direction you want to go in. And I feel like throughout my life, I felt like I was always, without a doubt, giving all of my power to someone else. I was looking for happiness in someone else. I was looking for happiness in having more pets and more animals, and I was putting that all on to other people and things, and well, if I buy this, then I'll be happy. Like I was doing that, but it's like you have to find that happiness within, and that that's where I feel it truly is. That's just my thought and my opinion, just from my own experience on how I've turned things around. All right, so let's close out with Lenormand. We have the Coffin, which is taking a rest, right? Thinking about things. And then we have the Clouds, which is going from cloudy to sunny, so it's negative to positive. So I feel like that's this right here. I feel like it's just stopping and thinking about things, right? Do we want to stay in cloudy, or do we want to go in sunny? And just taking a rest, and just to take some time out to think about that, to really think about that. And like I've said before, is like, take that notebook. I've done that plenty of times where I've just sat down and I've the words that come to my head, just writing them down on a piece of paper and seeing them, or the thoughts, right? Or your feelings, and just kind of looking at that and say, well, are they all negative or are they all positive? Or is there an even amount? I feel like it's just a different way to see like what's going on within yourself. So I feel like this message is about what's going on within yourself. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.